Atypical Artists and Lillian Holman present Greenhouse. Letter 7. Your brain sounds exhausting.
Dear A, oh my goodness, your brain sounds exhausting. I give you full permission to let the cinnamon bun thing go. That is my weirdness, not yours. And as for getting coffee with Annie, I don't think she'd assume you were trying to seduce her. If she did, she could always say no. Unless, of course, she wants to seduce you, but if that's the case, then I say go for it. That being said, she seems to have bad taste in people after that whole Frank thing, so maybe not any of this is worth it. Just saying. Honestly, you shouldn't be asking me for romantic advice. I haven't always been this cynical about it, and if my parents are any example, true love does exist, but I'm just terrible at it. I tend to take the approach of figuring out the things you're already good at in life and getting better at them rather than suffering through something you're bad at in order to become adequate. I also don't think you should take your history as an indicator of how desirable you are. There's a good chance you've been surrounded by jerks just like Frank your whole life, and that's not your fault. Finally, with all the books and the next to no internet thing, you sound like an old soul, which is a good thing at every point in life except in your 20s, when people are especially stupid. I say put yourself out there, see what happens. But don't let Auntie Rose spoil it for you. As for the question you led with, I'm fine. Just because I still live in my parents' house does not mean that I'm not a grown woman with problem-solving capabilities. I know that's not what you meant to imply, but I have systems in place to get everything I need, and I don't need your charity. I can leave anytime I want, but I just don't want to. Like I said above, why lean into the things that make your life harder when you can just do what works for you? I don't like leaving my house, and I've made it work for 5 years now. When you can get everything delivered and can find the right doctors and dentists to do house calls, leaving would only satisfy other people's expectations of me, and I have no interest in doing that. I have all the entertainment I need, and I've never really felt that desperate need for human connection everyone else seems so wrapped up in. You know who tells you that you need other people? Other people. My dad fundamentally disagreed with me about all of this, but after I dismissed the 4th therapist he arranged for me about 5 minutes into the session, he gave up on trying to reason with me. He's a natural-born extrovert and doesn't get it. My mom was an introvert, like me, but when she was alive and my loner tendencies were starting to emerge, I was still in New York, and the city had yet to replace all my joy with stress. Nothing like a city of 8 million to teach you how much you hate people. They just make it a slow and arduous process of getting there. You know what I just realized? None of this is your business, and unloading it all on you is one of the processes I do not miss from socialization. Now it's my turn to complain of a headache. I'm going to end it here for this week and try to shake off this fun trip down memory lane. Sincerely, Rose. P.S. You should follow Jason's advice and watch Psycho. You may learn something about human nature.
Greenhouse is a production of Atypical Artists. It was written, directed, and edited by Lillian Holman. Alex Marshall Brown is the voice of Rose Green. The show art was designed by Emily Chen. Greenhouse is produced by Lauren Shippen, Brigham Snow, and Lillian Holman.